Hopefully you guys watched the previous video that I posted that's explaining the previous page, which is page 178. That's going to help us answer these questions 19 through 23. Question 19 says, look at the picture it. If you combine the line that's 5h units long and that rectangle that is 2h square units long, are you going to get a line, a figure that looks like the line that's 7h units long? We talked about that. When you look at the picture, when you add those two, are you going to get a line? That's a yes or no answer. Number 20 says, now look at the model it. If you put the tiles, the green tiles representing the 5h, together with the blue tiles that represents 2h squared, are you going to get a set of tiles that looks like 7h or 7 of the green tiles? Again, that's a yes or no answer. For problem 21, Richard says that 5h and 2h squared are like terms because they both have the variable h. Is Richard correct? Well, the problem is 5h has 1h and 2h squared has h times h. Those are not the same terms. Okay? So I want you to try to explain that in your own words. Number 22 says, is 5h plus 2h squared equal 7h a true statement, which we have talked about. And then it says to substitute 0 substitute a value other than 0 or 1 for h and evaluate 5h plus 2h squared. So I already did on the previous video, I plugged h in there to show what you would get. Go ahead and pretend like h equals 2 and plug that in and see if you get the same thing. What you're going to try to calculate is 5 times 2 plus 2 times 2 squared. Does that equal 7 times 2? And finally, on problem 23, it wants you to use the distributive property to write an expression that's equivalent to 5h plus 2h squared. And the only way to do that is to pull out a factor that both terms have in common, and the only thing they both have in common is h. So I did it for you. I factored out the h, and what that leaves me in parentheses is 5 plus 2h. I hope that helps. You can, if you have any questions, you can contact me via email, Google Hangouts, and Google Classroom, and hopefully you plan on attending our meeting this Wednesday so we can go over this. Talk to you soon.